named ROSIDI and I'm currently working as a recruitment trainee in Kuala Lumpur. Today, I'll be talking on how to shout your talent. In this video, I'll be sharing tips and guidelines on 3 main topics, which are resume and cover letter writing, writing your career summary, and video resume. Right? So without further ado, let's get started. So students, when you're applying for a job, the most important thing that you need to have is a resume. So what is a resume actually? Why do I need to have it? Okay, so resume is actually a summary of you on a piece of paper. What you want to showcase or portray to the recruiter for them to see. Alright. So as a recruiter myself, I go through a lot of resume on a daily basis. So what actually makes one's resume stands out from the others? Okay, so in a resume, there are 3 main elements that you will need to follow and remember. Alright, so the 3 elements here, okay, as you can see here, there are 3 main elements. The first one is structure, content, and design. For structure, think of the structure as the body of your resume, how you want it to look like in the recruiter's eyes. So for structure, usually we will go for vertical or menegak. For content, these are all the information that you want to tell the recruiter. And for design-wise, it's more towards the colors, shapes, and lines, and also picture that you want to put in your resume. So I will elaborate on these 3 elements shortly. So let's move on to the first topic, which is resume writing. Let us take a look on the resume writing guide. Okay, so I have here a resume writing guide with me. I will explain and go through one by one. Okay, so when you want to start writing a resume, okay, you usually will take a lot of time constructing a resume. Okay, so when you write a resume, think of a resume divided into 2 different parts. So the first one here, the colored ones, and then the second part is the white colored ones. Okay, so as you can see as well, there are a lot of arrows here. Okay, so these arrows signifies the important points that you will need to have in your resume. Alright, let's go to the first one. So the first thing that you will need to have in your resume is a picture, your picture. So you will need to choose a professional picture with a plain background, okay? And please don't use a selfie picture. The picture must be straight upright, okay? And you can take it from chest up or just your face. Okay, moving on, you must also put your full name at the top part of your resume. Okay, and then moving on, the second one is your career summary. In your career summary, it is actually a summary of your education, your current position, your skills, as well as the goal that you would like to pursue in the new company. Alright, so for instance, currently you are a student and you are applying for an internship place. Okay, maybe you can write something like a final year student of English for professional communication, looking for an internship place to enhance my, you can put communication or organization skills, something like that. Alright, and then moving on to the third one, we have here contact information. For contact information, it is crucial to have your mobile number, your email address, your house address, and you could also add on the links to your maybe LinkedIn account or a website that you design on your own. Okay, so for your mobile number, please put a number that we can call and reach. Okay, and for email address, please put a professional email address with your real name. You don't want, don't put a cartoon like email address. Alright, and moving on here, okay, as you can see, I've changed the arrow because work experience should come first before education, because you want to highlight your working experiences in this resume. So work experiences should be the first one before education. Okay, so in your working experiences, you should highlight all the position or maybe part-time jobs that you have done. Okay, and how do you write it? Alright, so you start by writing the company's full name, and then under it you can put your position and your working duration. Okay, after that you elaborate on your working experiences in bullet points. Okay, I will be showing an example, a full example later. Alright, for example, if you are a fresh graduate, okay, and you don't have any working experiences, you don't have any part-time job or etc. Okay, that's not the problem. If you don't have any working experiences, then you can highlight on your curriculum activities. Okay, on things, maybe the things that you participate when you are in your university. Alright, okay, before I move on to that one, okay, after you have done writing your working experiences, okay, the next one is your education. For education wise, please start with your current education, alright, followed by the older ones. Alright, for example, currently you are a degree student, then start with your degree, and then under that followed by diploma, maybe foundation and high school. Okay, so the minimum one that you need to put is high school. Please don't put UPSR. Okay, alright, for education, same template. Write the university's full name, for example UiTM Shah Alam, followed by the full name of your degree, followed by the year that you entered the university. The year that you graduated. Okay, for example, UiTM Shah Alam, Bachelor of Applied Language Studies, English for Professional Communication. Alright, and let's move on to the next one. The next one here is skills. For skills, there are a lot of skills that you can insert in your resume writing. Okay, for example, Microsoft Office skills, Microsoft Excel skills, video editing skills, communication skills, negotiation skills, or maybe problem solving skills. Alright, there are a lot of skills that you can put in this resume. Okay, and under that, okay, you can put your curriculum and achievements. Alright, so for example, you don't have any working experiences. Okay, you are truly a fresh graduate. You don't work any part-time jobs or etc. You can elaborate on your on your curriculum activities. Okay, so maybe you're a president of a society or maybe a club. You are a part of a cassatra, maybe a sports team. Okay, you can insert that under curriculum. Okay, for achievements, okay, if you win any awards or competition, maybe you are a best student for maybe semester 4, then you can insert that in under achievement. Okay, moving on here, we have languages. For languages, you can put Bahasa Malaysia and English, and you will need to rate your proficient level. For example, you are advanced, okay, in Bahasa Malaysia and by English. So if you are, for example, if you are able to speak more than one languages, okay, I know most of you took third language class, then you can put your third language inside your resume as well. Alright, lastly here we have references. Okay, for references, okay, please put at least 2 references in this resume. Okay, so for references, it must be someone superior than you. It could be, for example, your lecturer, your supervisor, or your workplace manager. Please put their full name, their position, the company's name or institution name, and their contact number. Alright, so these are the important things that you will need to have in your resume writing. Okay, so for the layout, you are free to construct or use any template available online. Okay, you can go to Canva. Alright, so Canva has a lot of resume templates. Okay, or maybe other websites that provides free template. Alright, okay, so I will show you an example of a finished product. Alright, okay, so this is a finished product, a resume finished product based on the writing guide. Alright, as you can see here, alright, from the layout, okay, I only picked two colors, which is blue and white, so it looks clean and easy to read. Alright, and I divide it into two parts, first part here and second part the white ones. Alright, so let's go through one by one. Okay, for the top part here, as you can see, I have a professional picture of me. So I put a plain background and it is facing the camera directly. Okay, alright, and then next to it I have my current position, okay, and my full name. Alright, under that, just under my picture, I have my contact information. I've inserted my mobile number, my email address, you see it's professional, and my address. You can also add on, as I mentioned earlier, links to your website or LinkedIn account. Okay, next one here is my career summary. As you can see, I summarize my education, okay, my current position, my skills, as well as the goal I would like to pursue in the new company. Okay, and it is not long, it is less than 5 sentences. Okay, moving on to my working experiences. Alright, as you can see, I organize it from the current position and the older position. Okay, so this is how you write the working experiences. You write the name of the company's full name, and under that you write your position and your working duration. And then here you can see the bullet points. I've elaborated on the working experiences. Okay, and it is less than 10 bullet points. Alright, the next one is the same. Okay, just an internship. Okay, so you write the current one first, followed by the older ones. Okay, next here I have skills. So in this, as you can see, I divided the skills into two parts, which is areas of expertise and other skills. For my areas of expertise, I wrote the skills that I am really good in it. Okay, and for other skills, they are more like negotiation, communication, or problem solving, things like that. And as you can see here, I also wrote my languages, which are English and Bahasa Malaysia. Okay, and you can see here, education is down under. Okay, is at the bottom part of the resume. Right, so for education, you can see I write my current education, the latest education, which is degree, followed by my foundation. Right, so I wrote the institution name, the year, and the full name of the degree. Okay, lastly we have references. As you can see here, I have two references, and the references I put are arranged in terms followed in by position, the manager and human resource. I put the full name, position, company name, and contact number. Alright, so this is an example of a finished resume, right? A finished product based on the resume writing. Okay, so if you can see, this one right here, for this resume, is vertical, meaning the information are most of the contact information, most of the career information are on the top part. As for this one, I divide it into these two. Okay, so you're allowed to be creative on how you want to write your resume, as long as it is clean and easy to read. Okay, please don't put too much color. Maximum, I would say around two colors will be enough, and the font should always be black. Alright, now that you have done with resume writing, let's move on to cover letter writing. So what is a cover letter? Okay, cover letter is actually an introduction of yourself. It is to go and accompany your resume in your job application. Let's think of a cover letter as you nak masuk rumah orang. Okay, you akan bagi salam, kenalkan nama, datang pada mana, and apa tujuan you datang, nak datang masuk rumah orang tu. Okay, so think of a cover letter as like that. Alright, okay, so in here I have a cover letter writing guide with me. Okay, and as you can see, there are the red arrows which represents the things or points that you will need to include in your cover letter, and I will go through one by one. Alright, so the first one, okay, is your information. So your information should be at the top part of the cover letter. Okay, so under information, it must include your full name, your email address, and your mobile number. Okay, and don't forget to put the date of the cover letter. Okay, alright, moving on to the next point is the employer's contact information. Okay, so under here you can put their name, alright, their name, their position, the company's address. Okay, so for example, you don't know the employer's full name, or maybe you don't know their position. Okay, you can just put human resource department or something like that. You can just put their department's name, but it's always good to have and know their contact information. Okay, next, here we have salutation. Okay, so you must use the right salutation in your cover letter. Okay, so for example, Mr. or Madam, okay, to address the employer. After that, we have here the purpose. Okay, you must explain the purpose of the letter that you sent. For example, my name is NURUL. Okay, I am writing to apply for the position of social media writer for your company. Okay, as advertised on your JobStreet account on July 2020. Okay, so that's how you address and introduce yourself. Okay, in the first paragraph here, to state your purpose. Okay, next, okay, you have here your role and responsibilities. Okay, in here you explain on your previous position or role that is related to the position that you are applying. Okay, for example, you want to apply for a social media writer position. Okay, so in here, for your role and responsibilities, you must mention that for example, during my time in university, I was holding the position as the manager for my students council social media. I handle Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts. Okay, and then maybe you could mention what are the things that you do. Okay, maybe you write postings for the student council. Okay, maybe you promote any events in the social media. Okay, so things like that, that it must goes under your role and responsibility here, that is related to the position you are applying. Okay, and then once you've done that, okay, you write what you are able to offer. Okay, what you can offer, the skills that you mentioned earlier, how are they beneficial for the company? How can your skills affect the company? Okay, so you can see, for example, that when I saw the job posting on your JobStreet account, I knew that I could offer my skills and experience to your company. Okay, I have the motivation to do my own research in maybe marketing or social media related. Okay, and I believe I am a strong candidate for this position. Okay, this is how you write for your for what you can offer. Okay, you must specifically mention the skills that you have, how they are beneficial to the company. Okay, and then once you've done that, okay, you thank the employer for considering you for this position. Okay, you must mention here, I have included my resume so that you can learn more on my working experiences and education background. Okay, and please put your contact information and mean to say when are you available for an interview or for a call. Okay, so you could end by and please feel free to call me or drop an email to my email address. I am available at any time for an interview session. Okay, things like that. All right. And lastly, thank you for your consideration and your signature and your name. Okay, so this is how you write a cover letter. All right. You don't want to elaborate too much in your role and responsibilities here, in your past experiences. You don't want to elaborate too much because all the information will be in your resume. Okay, all right, now that we have covered resume and cover letter writing, let's move on to our second topic, which is how to write a career summary. What is a career summary? A career summary is a teaser to your resume. You want to pancing the HR and recruiter to read your resume. So a career summary should summarize your education, your skills, your qualifications, and also the goal that you want to pursue in the new company. So it should be less than 5 sentences and you need to keep it short and simple. So how do you get started? By writing a career summary. So you list out your degree, okay, your education, your highest education, and then you list out your skills, your qualifications, and also the career objective that you are trying or want to achieve. All right, so when you have listed all this for, you will need to summarize it and make it into less than 5 sentences. Let's take a look of the career summary example that I have written. All right, okay, as you can see here, I wrote here a graduate in language and linguistics, English for professional communication, currently working as recruitment trainee and trained to write up job postings and business proposals. I possess the skills to enhance your company's business results through communication. So as you can see, I've summarized my education, my current position, my skills, and also the goal, the career objective I would like to pursue. Okay, so this is an example on how to write a career summary. For our last topic, I'll be covering on video resume. So what is a video resume? Why do I need a video resume again? Okay, so a video resume is a film presentation to showcase your qualifications, your skills, and also your experiences. So usually the video resume is used to showcase the things that you could not say on your paper resume. All right, so what do you need in a video resume and how do you go by it? All right, so you will need to prepare a few things before shooting a video resume itself. So number one, you must prepare a script for the video resume. So you need to say you know what you want to say after this and after that. Second one, you must have a storyboard on how the flow of the video would go. Number three, you must prepare the props needed for the video. For example, it could be maybe a laptop, a camera, or file, or any related documents. Okay. Number four, you must shoot with a camera or an handphone, right? And lastly, you must edit the video using editing software. Okay. And don't forget to get feedbacks from others on your video resume. So a video resume should not be that long. It should take less than 3 minutes. Around 1 or 2 minutes will be sufficient. Okay. So just a tip. Okay. So a video resume, most positions don't require a video resume unless you are applying for a graphic design media related position, or maybe you want to apply for a trainee or graduate programs offered by certain companies. Okay, then they require for you to have your video resume, because sometimes in video resume the recruiter or HR, they are able to see your character, your confidence level, whether you are comfortable with the position, whether you are, because on paper it's quite hard to know your character, but if you provide a video resume, then they are able to know you a little bit better, right? So that's the end of this video. I have covered 3 topics, which are resume and cover letter writing, writing career summary, and video resume. So I wish all students good luck and all the best in your internship and in your future career. Thank you. That's all from me today.